All right, guys, so what we're doing today is a video on my three favorite kind of mass builders for the triceps. So you guys that follow some of my power building workouts that I do, I like to usually do 2 tricep movements on the shoulder tricep day. One of those is a heavier compound movement. Like for example, what you see here is a floor press is one of my favorites. And then other movements like a close grip bench press and a dip are usually one of the 3 movements that I'll use for the kind of the heavy compound strength and power movement. And then I'll usually follow that up with an isolation movement. So when I rotate those around between like lying tricep extensions, seated overhead extensions, or like a cable press down, and I'll mix and match the heavier compound movement with the isolation movement and all different sorts of combinations. But today what we're going to go over is just the heavier compound movement. So starting here with the floor press, descending sets a lot of times is what I'll do. So starting off with a heavier weight and then stripping the weight off for like 3 or 4 sets and building up the reps on each set as the weight comes down. So really like the floor press. These could be subbed with any kind of partial movement. A 1 or 2 board press would work good. A press off of the pins would also work good. I've just always liked the feel of the paused floor press, though. I really get a lot out of that in terms of tricep activation, as well as kind of chest and shoulder as well, to help build up the bench press. Another favorite is the close grip bench. That's what the second video is showing. Usually start off with index fingers on the right where the smooth meets the rough. So on a standard bar, that should be about 16 inches apart. Same thing here, usually 3 descending sets is usually what I like to do. So one heavier one, like in the 3 to 5 rep range, and then just pull some weight off. And as the weight goes down, each set, the reps go up. So starting with like 275 there, and bring it down to 225, and then I think ended with 185. So, and obviously the reps are increasing each time. That just gives you some work across a broad spectrum of rep ranges for both the benefits of strength and hypertrophy. Setup for these is basically exactly like a bench press. Shoulders are going to be tucked up underneath you. I like to hit the bar low on the chest. Right about at the tip of the breastbone is a good spot to hit. So obviously with this you're getting a lot of tricep work, but also a lot of direct chest stimulation. So it's a good movement to use on an alternate day from your regular bench presses. And they can also be used as back-off work after your bench presses. In fact, I want to say when I filmed this particular video, that may have been what I did. I think I may have been doing these as back-off work after my main bench press. So you can do it both ways. You can do it as back-off work after your main heavy bench day, or you can do it on another day of the week. So maybe you bench heavy on Monday, and then Thursday would be like close grip bench presses. So either way. And then I saved my favorite mass building exercise for last, which would be dips. This particular video I'm showing a way that really emphasizes the triceps, which is with an elastic band. This is a red mini band looped around the neck and anchored to the floor of the dip apparatus there. This obviously makes for a ton of tricep activation as you get closer to the top, and that elastic band starts to stretch out even further. It gets harder to lock out. So you can also do these traditionally with a weight around the waist. When you do it that way, obviously still a ton of tricep activation, but also a lot more probably chest and shoulder activity that way. This way of adding resistance to the dip hits a lot more of the tricep. So I really like this particular variation. So again, I'll mix and match all 3 of these. Sometimes I'll do one until I quit making progress for a couple of weeks and then switch, or I'll just alternate week to week, kind of based on feel.